Yo, what's going on, y'all? Mike here. Welcome back. Sports and the Real counting down, and we're at the end. We're counting down the best players in NFL history to have worn jersey numbers 30 through 1. I'm excited we've gotten all the way through this, but the season's here, and the countdown's about over, but we got to end it right. And number one, got some ballers. Old school, new school. I've said before, right, the lower jersey numbers were for kickers and special team guys historically. But now, a lot of skilled players, position players, are wearing number one. So let's get into it. Honorable mention, right, is Travis Etienne. He was hurt his rookie year. He's been in the league 2 years, but he was hurt pretty much all his rookie year. So there's not much to say. He did have 1,125 yards rushing his rookie second season, 5 touchdowns. He was a baller in college. He's been a baller for that 1 year so far, and I expect him to continue to be a baller. Just a flat-out stud, ball in his hands, fast, juke moves, whatever you need, he got you. But I wanted to shout out Travis Etienne. I ain't forget about you, brother, because I know you're nice, and you're going to be nice. All right? But we'll move on because we got a lot of dudes wearing number one now. Justin Fields has played 2 years. Justin Fields, I want to see how he progresses, man, because he possesses all the talent in the world. The man can throw, got a cannon, he can run, like fast, elusive. He's just a superior athlete. He make athletic, elite athletes look unathletic, real stupid. What I hope is that he develops with his pocket game so that he's not reliant on his legs all the time and getting hit and stuff and ends up, the Michael Vick type of career. But he's a baller. 41,012 yards passing, 24 touchdowns, and 21 INTs in his career so far. He'll learn how to take care of the ball better. Hopefully he gets coaching there. 2022, he had 2,242 passing yards, 17 touchdowns, 11 picks. 1,143 rushing yards, though. 8 touchdowns as a quarterback. Again, slow down. Stop running as much and learn to win from the pocket, and you will be unstoppable. Because when you do run, ain't nobody catching you, brother. 1 career comeback, 2 game-winning drives. For the sake of Bears fans, I really, really hope Justin Fields develops into the guy they want him to be, they expect him to be, that franchise QB. Because he has all the talent in the world. He needs players around him and coaching. You do that, and you guys got yourselves a stud, no doubt. Another number 2. Just played his second year, Jamar Chase. Top 5, top 3 receivers in the game. Can't be guarded one-on-one. What do you do with this guy? He'll run by you. He'll run through you. Big and strong, nasty, like great hands, catches everything, catch radius, on point. Whatever you need, man, Jamar Chase got you. All right? All-around receiver, man. Can't be stopped. Only 2 years, 168 receptions, 2,501 yards, 22 touchdowns, offensive rookie of the year, 2-time Pro Bowler. Not much else to say, man, except great receiver, playing with a great quarterback. If they're together for any period of time, Joe Montana, J.R. Rice type of stats, good luck. That's a nasty tandem, man. I'm going to tell you right now, Jamar Chase, he stays healthy, he's going to put up some Hall of Fame stats. That's just the way it is. Some cats that just got it. And he's had it from day one. You saw it in college, and you see it now. Unstoppable. No doubt about it. So shout out to Jamar Chase, one of the best number ones going. Tua, Dolphins quarterback, my guy, lefty, 3 years, 8,015 yards passing, 52 touchdowns, 23 picks. First couple of years here and there coming off the injury. Now that he's got a team around him, got a coach that believes in him, putting up all-world stats. What I hope for Tua is that he can stay healthy. I know he came out injury-prone, but still, hopefully that can change and take the Drew Brees route, right? Find a way to stay healthy, play some games. And with the weapons we have now, with the coach, Tua's going to put up some stats, all right? Accurate. Arm strength isn't his deal. He's more Drew Brees type where, he can pretty much predict and anticipate and, the ball's there before the cornerback and defensive backs arrive, that type of thing. I think he's good. He's got enough in him to win a Super Bowl. For Dolphins fans' sake, for my sake, I need to win a Super Bowl, man, before I pass, all right, before I'm done. But seriously, though, Tua, man, A baller, I think. Some people call him mid, whatever. I think he's a winner, and he has what it takes to win, and he's going to put up some numbers, and you're going to be forced to put him in some conversations because he's going to put up some numbers. That's all I'm going to say there. So shout out to Tua being one of the best number ones going right now. Jalen Hurts took his team to the Super Bowl last year, another number one. 3 years in Philly, 79,006 yards, 44 touchdowns, 19 picks, 26 rushing touchdowns. Plays behind an offensive line that's pretty much a brick wall. 2022, he had 3701, 22 touchdowns passing, 6 interceptions, 13 rushing touchdowns. Damn. 3 comebacks, 4 game-winning drives. I'm happy to see Jalen Hurts took the next step in his development because people doubted him. I think I doubted him as well, right? Because I saw him as Alabama, and he was a runner who could throw, but now he's developing more into a passer who can run, which is what you want to be, right? You want that. You want to be that dual threat, but you don't want to just be running like first look ain't there, first read ain't there, so I'm gonna take off. He's getting better at that, I think, and as he progresses more, he'll be more of a weapon. Strong arm, like I said, he can run. We all see that on highlights and stuff like that. But he's a baller, man. Competitive, a leader, quiet, isn't into talking all that trash. Just goes out and handles his business. One of the best players in the league and one of the best number ones going right now, Jalen Hurts. Kyler Murray. Kyler obviously been in the year a little bit longer, really 4 years. Didn't realize it was that short. Feel like it's been much longer. Short, miniature cat. 13,000 yards already, though. 13,848 yards, 84 touchdowns, 41 picks, 23 rushing. For those who play fantasy football, he was a fantasy monster. Offensive Rookie of the Year, 2-time Pro Bowler already. 2019 went 37-22 yards, 20 touchdowns, 12 picks. 2020, 39-71, 26 touchdowns, 12 picks. 2020, he did 39-71, 26 touchdowns, 12 picks. 2021, he went 37-87, 24 touchdowns, and 10 picks. 6 career comebacks, 8 game-winning drives. He's a little baller, man. The thing is going to be injury. We'll see if he can hold up, man. It's just tough. But I like Kyler. He has a strong arm. We'll see if he can last. Hopefully he gets his head together, gets his head in the game. There's been things put out about him not being into his playbook and all that stuff. I'm not there. I don't know. I won't comment on that. I know he's a baller. I just hope he continues to develop and maximize your talent. I talked about that on the podcast for those who are new. Maximizing your talent. I hate to see cats waste their talent. He's ultra talented, but he needs to focus to take advantage of it. Next cat on the list, retired now, I guess a couple years, Cam Newton, whose career is now under attack by those who didn't watch him play because all they're looking at is stats now and his throwing percentage, completion percentage. Cam Newton was a baller, man, and the stats don't measure his impact on a football game and how he carried Carolina teams that had no business being anywhere. He can throw, he can run. Strong-ass arm. Like when he leaned back and cocked that thing, you knew it was going far, and hella far. Nice, deep spiral, too. Never really played with any receivers you would call a number one receiver during his time in Carolina, but somehow he got the job done. Took them to a Super Bowl. People going to remember that he lost a Super Bowl, didn't want to dive on a fumble. Dude ain't trying to get hurt. Bump that. But Cam was a baller, man. Big, strong, physical quarterback. Superman celebration because he was absolutely Superman for that team. 11 years in Carolina and New England. Really the first 8 was really his prime, I would say. His best years. 2011 Offensive Rookie of the Year. 32,282 yards, 194 touchdowns, 123 picks, 75 rushing touchdowns. At the goal line, Cam Newton, Carolina Panthers, forget about it. He was scoring a touchdown. 3-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro, 2015 MVP, Offensive Player of the Year as well, 38-37. Throwing that year, 35 touchdowns, 10 picks, 10 rushing touchdowns. That's a nasty year. One time he had 4,000 yards, and that was as a rookie. Wow. 16 comebacks, 20 game-winning drive. Just an all-around stud, playmaker, baller, man. Injuries got the best of him. You know, they didn't ref Cam like other dudes, right? Other quarterbacks, Tom Brady, you sneeze on this guy, you breathe on him, or he's getting the flag. Cam was roughed, beat up, no flags. Whatever, man. Headshots, no flags. And that kind of did him in. So injuries to his shoulder or whatever kind of messed up his career. Pretty much, kicked him out of the league pretty much because of those injuries. But we know Cam, I know, one of the best number ones to ever play the game of football. No doubt about it. Cam Newton. But really, so far, the person who holds the crown as the best number one is Warren Moon. And this is one of those uncomfortable conversations because when Warren Moon tried to come into the league didn't want him. So he had to go play in Canada to prove himself. 5-time he won a Grey Cup up in Canada. But Warren Moon was a baller, man, a baller of ballers. One of the prettiest, probably the prettiest deep ball you could throw. Spiral, arc. Like the brother was just insane with it. 49,325 yards passing, 291 touchdowns, 233 INTs again. All those years playing in Canada, man, kind of took off from what he could have accomplished in the league. 9-time Pro Bowler, 1990 Offensive Player of the Year, 4 times he threw for 4K, back when not many cats was throwing 4K. 5 times he threw for 3K. That run and shoot offense. 2 times led the league in yards, 1 time led the league in touchdowns. He did lead the league once in picks. 1990, like I said, his Offensive Player of the year, he had 4689 yards, 33 touchdowns, 13 picks. 1995, he threw for 4228, 33 touchdowns and 14 picks, 25 comebacks, 35 game-winning drives. For his generation, Warren Moon was one of the best going. Like when you see this guy play, like he was that guy. And for the league to say, nah, man, we're good, and force this guy to go prove himself in Canada first, tells you all you need to know. What it was like for black folks, all right, trying to make the NFL, especially back quarterbacks. But you can't say, well, he scrambled. Nah, man, he was a pocket passer. He could run, but he was a pocket passer. Deliver the ball accurately, strong arm. Warren Moon was like that, man. It's unfortunate because had he had those years in the NFL, his stats would have been way up there, and we would have been talking about him in GOAT conversations for damn sure. Because all these guys that's up there, he could do whatever they could do, he can do as well. No knock on Warren Moon's game. Now he doesn't have a Super Bowl, but if you're comparing him to guys like Troy Aikman who won a Super Bowl, Warren Moon destroys Troy Aikman in terms of ability, in terms of what he delivered on the football field. No doubt about it. So shout out to Warren Moon, man. I remember, the youngsters aren't going to remember, but I remember Warren Moon. You're absolutely one of the very best quarterbacks to ever play football, man, to ever step on the field. And definitely, no doubt, the best number one jersey in NFL history. But there's some cats coming. Be on the lookout for them. Jalen and Tua, Kyler Murray, these cats are going to put up some stats. No doubt about it. Jamar Chase, Justin Fields, they're going to put up some stats. No doubt about it. But for now, Warren Moon, my guy, Houston Oilers, the best number one jersey in NFL history. So that's it, y'all. Countdown's over. Can't believe it. This took a lot of effort, I ain't going to lie. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, watching. As always, I appreciate it. Those who follow the podcast, support the podcast, watch these episodes, man. I'm grateful for people who support this stuff for real. But I had a good time. I hope you did as well. We'll catch you guys next time on the podcast and other stuff. We'll see what's coming around the corner. Mike, Sports on the Rush. Peace.